What's up everyone, it's Nico's Tech Throw, and today we'll be taking a complete look at the Kindle Fire. This was recently released by Amazon, and it's their first real tablet that's supposed to compete with other content tablets. I don't want to say the iPad or the Galaxy Tab or stuff like that, because those are full-fledged tablets. This is more of a content oriented tablet where you could, read books, watch movies, play with some apps, all that good stuff, browse the internet, and we'll take a look at all that stuff in just a second. So here's the box, kind of a no-frills packaging. It's still nice, but you're not going to get a crazy unboxing experience or anything like that. So on the box, it just tells you some of its features. And that cloud storage right there is a pretty big feature, as this is only 8 gigabytes, so you're going to rely on the cloud for a lot of your content. It's also only Wi-Fi, so take that into consideration as well. Here you go. I actually opened this up already, but repackaged it so you guys can see how it comes, what comes with it. Over here we've got a little card that says getting to know your Kindle, and it just gives you some tips on how to start it up, and some terms on the back. Here we have the Kindle itself. Push that off to the side for a second, and finally we have the power adapter, which I actually haven't even used yet. So kind of a no-frills packaging, really eco-friendly, probably made out of recycled materials and all that good stuff. But that's not what we're here to see. We're here to see the Kindle Fire. We'll go ahead and get right into this. Take a quick product tour. On the front you've got your screen, of course, and I don't know if the camera will pick this up, but you can actually see, there you go, right in the light, you can actually see the construction of the LCD, I believe. And it's something I noticed as soon as I took it out of the box. It's not too bad if you're not in direct light, but I'm curious to know how this is going to look out when you're out in the daylight in the sun. Granted, when the screen's on, it's not as bad, as you'll see in a second, but it's definitely, I don't want to say bothersome, but it's definitely there. You could definitely see it, especially in person, with light shined on it, but not a big deal. So this side is blank. On the top you've got 2 speakers. On the other side it is blank again. And on the bottom you have a micro USB, 3.5 millimeter headphone input, or output rather, and the power button right there. That also locks your screen and wakes it up. The back you have a nice matte finish, so it's not slippery in your hands, feels nice. It says Kindle and Amazon, some other information. Let's go ahead and turn it on. It was already powered on. It doesn't boot up quite that quickly, but it is a quick boot up. And let's go ahead and just get a little bit closer. Alright, so I've gone ahead and dimmed the lights a bit, so we set a nice romantic tone for us, and you should be able to see the screen a little bit better now. As you can see, it's got a pretty nice screen. It's 169 pixels per inch, so it's I believe higher density than the iPad 2 and some other tablets on the market. However, I don't find the screen to be anything too spectacular. It is a nice screen, don't get me wrong, but some things don't seem too as crisp as they can be, and that probably won't translate on camera. But if you have a chance, go ahead and check it out in the store. And I did get a chance to check out the Nook tablet, and it seemed like that screen was a little bit sharper. I could be wrong on that, but that was just my first impression, and I've only had this for about a day now, so but that is something I noticed right away. So here you have your home screen. The first thing you probably notice is the carousel, and this just features recent content that you've used. So as you can see, I've used all these applications, websites, anything you use will go right here. And there is a way to clear it out. It's not a clear way to clear it, so to speak, but you can go into your options and clear everything individually. And if you want to clear web content, you can do that through the browser. So if you tap the top over here, you get some options: volume, brightness, Wi-Fi, sync, etc. And if you tap more, you get more options. Of course, you can get help, your account, sound, setting, display, security. Check out sounds real quick. You can change your notification sounds. And hopefully the camera is picking this up. Looks like it's having some trouble, so I'll go ahead and pick up the tablet. And you just get some different options here for notifications. I actually like this one, so we'll go ahead and use that. You could adjust the volume from here as well. So moving further down the list, you have application settings. Whoops, that's date and time. One thing that I should mention is it doesn't seem like there's any way to use a 24-hour clock. So if you're like me and you like 24-hour clock, doesn't look like you could do it. So I'm stuck here with that 6:57, which should be 18:57. But I guess most people in the U.S. don't like to use that, so it shouldn't be a big deal. I am wondering if that's an option in Europe and overseas, but if you guys know, let me know. Curious to know that. So in display, you have your brightness settings, and let's see if I can kind of get this to display better. Yeah, it looks like if I turn it down, it's a little bit better. And as you can see, there's a bit of a reflection on the screen. It's not too bad, but it is a reflective screen. Screen timeout, you can change from 30 seconds to never in intervals. Application settings. This will show you everything you're running. You can filter it by running applications, third-party applications, or all applications. So these are all the applications I have, and we'll go through some of them in just a second. Wireless network settings, Kindle keyboard, have some options in there. Basic settings that you'll find on most of the tablets. This will give you some information. As you can see, I'm using 5.9 gigabytes out of 6.54. Yes, they do say 8, but as you probably already know, you never get your full storage capacity on devices and hard drives. You got your battery remaining, system version, serial number, all that good stuff, and the option to reset it to factory defaults in case you missed that at the bottom. Let's go ahead back into the home menu, and at the top you'll see you have a search bar, so you could probably search for anything on the Kindle there. But you also have these categories. So in Newsstand, as you can see, I haven't downloaded anything just yet, but I did download the Wired magazine, as I'll show you guys. That comes as an app because it's an interactive magazine. Under books, I did go ahead and get the Steve Jobs sample book. Of course, I still haven't read it, and I need to get into that ASAP. I just haven't had the time. So when you're reading, you can switch pages in two ways. You can just tap each side of the screen, and as you can see, it switches pages quite quickly. Or you could swipe back and forth, and you kind of get a little animation over there. If you tap at the bottom, that's my cat, by the way. If you tap at the bottom, you'll see you have a scroll bar, so you can scroll to any part of the book that way. You also have some options. Change your font style, size, line spacing, margins, and color. You can also change your font type. I have it set to Arial. And let's just take a look real quick. You could do black on white. You could do white on black. And you could do white, black on sort of an off-white. I'm not sure if that's going to show up. It's kind of like a sepia tone. So those are some really nice options there. Heading back to the main menu. This is all my music on my cloud, so if you click on device on the top, you'll see I have no music on it. Now I've synced a few of my albums to the cloud, so you can do this online. You can purchase unlimited storage. I believe the storage that you get for free is 5 gigabytes. So as you can see, I've uploaded a few albums here, and it will display album art. Just have to go ahead and let it load because I am on the cloud, and I am actually downloading torrents at 10 megabytes a second, so that's choking my internet right now, but it does load quite quickly normally. And if we go ahead, we'll play an album real quick. Well, not an album, we'll play a song. And as you can see, it displays the album art quite nicely. And if you flip the Kindle over, it makes a liar out of you, but if you flip the Kindle over, it should give you a nice landscape view. And the reason why it's not doing that is because I locked the portrait mode. So here we go. And there it is. Really nice, as you can see. And let's avoid copyright infringement, so we go ahead and turn that off. And if you want to purchase more music, you can go into the store here. And as you can see, they have a pretty robust store. It is Amazon, so it doesn't look like there's much on this screen for some reason, but we'll go ahead into new releases and check out all the stuff that's coming out here. Some good stuff, some bad stuff. Alright, so moving along, we have videos. And as you can see, you have your Prime Instant Library, or Instant Videos rather. You have movies, TV shows, and those can be purchased or rented. And you have your library on the top right over here. I don't have anything in it. So again, under each library tab, you have cloud and device. So here you would see what's on your cloud, and here you would see what's on the device itself. Let's go back to the store and try to stream a video real quick. These are the free videos that you can stream if you have Amazon Prime. And the Kindle does come with 1 month of free Amazon Prime. So that's really nice. I did not have Amazon Prime, and now I do for a month. So that's cool. Go ahead and hit watch now. And let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit. Just see the quality. Quality is actually pretty nice. It's nice and sharp. Hopefully that translates in the video. But this actually really looks nice. When I did go to purchase a video, I went to the HD option, of course, and it told me that the Kindle Fire does not support HD. Of course, the resolution is in HD, so that makes a lot of sense. But if you do purchase HD video, you'll be able to watch it on your, computer or other devices in HD. But just so you know, this only does SD video from Amazon. Under docs, all we have right now is the guide. So it works the same exact way as a book. We'll go ahead and load that. You have all these same options here. And, of course you could swipe through. If you wanted to jump to certain content, you go ahead and do that. So really nice. Nice way to include a guide, in my opinion. And finally we have apps, and then web. So first we have apps, and as you can see I have a bunch of apps on the device itself. I also have apps on the cloud. So let's go ahead and try something out here. Let's go to Hulu Plus, and we'll go ahead and play New Girl, a little bit of New Girl, which I love because I love Zoe. Everybody loves Zoe, but especially me. So here it is. Hulu Plus actually looks really nice. Nice vivid colors. Pretty sharp. Not too sharp, but sharp. Overall really nice. Very satisfied with it. So that's Hulu Plus. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Hulu Plus menus real quick. This isn't a Hulu Plus demo, but it's got a nice menu. You go ahead and choose TV, movies, look at your queue, your history, search more, see what more is, account settings and all that good stuff. Really easy to navigate. Heading back to the main app screen, let's go ahead and check out Pulse. Pulse is a news application, gives you your news the way you want to see it. I have not configured this yet, so it's giving me the news the way they want me to see it. And as you can see, you got Wall Street Journal, Wall Street Journal, ESPN, Fast Company, and some others. You could scroll through stories like this. If you see something interesting, go ahead and click on it. And something I noticed is there's a tiny bit of clunk with this OS, but it's not bad. As you can see, it hasn't been clunky. But every now and then, it'll get a little clunky, but it's definitely tolerable. It's nothing crazy. Just something I thought I should mention. I'm really anti-clunk. That seems to bother me really easily, but if it's not bothering me, it shouldn't bother most other people unless you hate it even more than I do, which is probably hard to do. But let's go ahead and check out Wired. And this Wired magazine comes as an application because it's actually interactive. So As you can see on this page, this says swipe to see more stills from the clock. So if I go ahead and swipe, I can swipe through different images this way. And let's go through to another page. As you can see here, it says swipe to read more text, so you can do that. There are some videos here and there. If you tap on certain images, you'll be able to see a video. So this is really nice. I hope other companies follow in the footsteps of this and create interactive magazines. What I really like about this is it's full screen. A lot of the other magazines, and we'll see that in just a second, aren't full screen for some reason. You kind of just get an image of a magazine, and then you sort of have to pinch to zoom, and you have to swipe, and you have to drag it to see what you want to see. It's really annoying. The Wired application is really nice. I think GQ has one as well. Really nice full screen, crisp text, and overall just a really nice experience. Much better than the other magazines. I haven't downloaded one yet. I'm pretty sure there aren't any free ones. I'll have to sign up for a trial. So I won't really go ahead and do that right now. But yeah, I'm going to have to do a subscription or a free trial or something. But it isn't full screen. It takes up most of the screen, maybe about that much of it. And then you kind of have to pinch to zoom and, drag it all around to read what you want to read. It's really annoying in my opinion. And it's kind of a letdown as far as magazines go. But hopefully more publishers follow in the footsteps of Wired and create these nice full screen interactive environments for magazines. So moving along, let's check out a game. We'll go ahead and check out, let's check out Words with Friends. Words with Friends, always fun. Lots of people play this. And as you can see, I won my last match. By quite a lot, I might add. But let's go ahead and take a look at that board so you guys can see what it looks like on here. It looks really nice and crisp. And yeah, 410 to 262, hold that. But yeah, let's go back in, and I think I have a game running with somebody else. I do, and as you can see, everything comes up. It's just like on other devices. If you played this on other devices, it's the same exact thing. It's very responsive, no clunk. You can go ahead and lay down your letters and all that good stuff. And real quick, we'll check out Angry Birds, which I'm honestly not a fan of, but everybody else in the world seems to be. Now, this Angry Birds isn't the one that says it's made for Kindle Fire, so this is the free one. I'm not sure what the difference is. The one that's made for Kindle Fire might be higher res, but this looks really crisp, so I'm not sure how much better it can get. This actually looks really good. So I'm not sure what the differences are. Maybe some functionality differences, but as you can see, it is Angry Birds. And I suck at it. Maybe I should try playing this game because it seems like it could get addicting, but there we go. I think it's more of me being afraid of getting addicted to Angry Birds than me not liking it. But yeah, that's Angry Birds. And something I haven't shown yet is you can do all this in portrait mode as well. You don't have to be in landscape mode. You don't have to be in portrait mode. You can go ahead and flip it over to landscape, and you have all your stuff over here. These are favorites, so these could be changed, deleted, added, whatever you want to do. Just have to hold down on it, and you can remove from favorites or remove from device. And if you want to add a favorite, you could just go ahead and hold down over here, and you could add to favorites or remove from device. You can also do it from the carousel. So say I want to add Angry Birds, I can go ahead and do it over there. That's really cool. So as far as apps go, let's check out Fruit Ninja real quick. Just to show you guys that this is the free Fruit Ninja again. I'm not sure if there's a Kindle Fire specific Fruit Ninja, but I just want to show you guys that it's really responsive. No clunk at all. Alright, so last but not least, we have web browsing. We'll go ahead and check that out, and I have YouTube loaded here. As you can see, it loads the mobile version of YouTube. But if you go ahead into your settings, I believe you can change that. At the bottom here, you have that menu. You can add a bookmark, share the page, find in page, history, downloads, and settings. That's what we want. And as you can see, you have quite a few settings here. You could change your search engine between Google, Bing, and Yahoo. And it looks like that's overexposed on the camera. But those are your options there. Text size, default zoom, autofit pages, load images, accept cookies, blah, 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 blah. And somewhere down here, it should say desktop or mobile view right here. It says automatic, optimized for each website, desktop, optimized for desktop, and mobile, optimized for mobile. So we'll go ahead and optimize for desktop. And we'll reload this page so we can see the difference here. Still mobile. Okay, that's probably because I reloaded. We'll go ahead and go back. Load it this way, and as you can see now, we've got the desktop version, which actually looks really nice. So let's go ahead and click on this Muppets banner. Hopefully it'll play a trailer. Nope, it'll take us to Twitter, but we'll get to see Twitter. It also routed us to the mobile Twitter page for some reason, even though I just disabled that option. But as you can see, it's probably a better option for this, because it does look pretty nice. So it's the Twitter, Muppets Twitter. Let's go ahead and just play a random video. And you guys are probably going to kill me because it says Justin Bieber, but I got nothing against Justin Bieber. You guys shouldn't have anything against Justin Bieber either. But yeah, as you can see, it'll load right here in a window, just as it would on desktop. And once again, you have to excuse my connection. I'm downloading torrents at ridiculously fast speeds right now. Illegal torrents, of course. But there it is. And as you can see, it's a little bit clunky with Flash playing and everything, but definitely tolerable. Let's change it to 1080p, even though this isn't the 1080p screen. Full screen it. And as you can see, you still see the player controls when it's full screen, so this isn't quite as ideal as the mobile site probably is. So let's go ahead and switch that back and see the difference. Seems like the Kindle is having a hard time here. Let's go back to home and let's try to reload this because it's kind of hanging up right now. Let's close this tab and bring up the options. We'll go ahead and change this to desktop view. Go back out. Back into YouTube, and let's see if the same video is here so we can see the difference. It doesn't look like it. I'm not even sure what it was, other than it being Justin Bieber, but let's go ahead and play this one. HQ is ticked off. I'm not sure what resolution this girl's video is in, but as you can see, it's not full screen, so she probably doesn't have an HD cam. Let's go ahead and try one more real quick. I'm trying to find an official video here, but alright. This guy should have an HD cam. I know this guy's a blogger, or vlogger rather, so he's gotta have at least a flip or something. Alright, so as you can see, it doesn't look too bad. A little grainy, could be his camera, but overall it looks really nice. And you can go ahead and go back 10 seconds here real quickly if you'd like. And you could do that all day. So that's web browsing. Other than YouTube, let's go ahead and check out another website that doesn't focus on video. Let's go ahead to my website. This is a shameless plug. And I don't update it too much, but we'll go ahead and see what it looks like. I haven't checked it out yet, so it'd be nice to see what it looks like on here. looks like it booted us out. It doesn't like my website. Yes, I would like to restore my tabs. You have an option. That's very nice. So we're learning this stuff together. Hopefully this time it'll load up. I don't have any flash on my website, so you know, that's not an issue. This is a WordPress based website. Go ahead and flip it over. It might look better like this. And as you can see, everything's working nicely. Actually, we do have some videos here. Let's go ahead and check these out. This is direct feed gameplay, so we can get an idea of what this looks like. And again, it's just loading right here in the window, so yeah, anyway, we won't do that on second thought. Alright, so that was just a quick look at the Amazon Kindle Fire. As you can see, it's a pretty nice tablet. It's more of a content-oriented tablet rather than a full-fledged tablet. You don't have native email, you know, stuff like that, but you do have the web browser, which is really nice. And of course, all this content by Amazon. If you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, it's probably a great purchase for you if you're on the go. One thing to note is it's Wi-Fi only, and a lot of it is cloud-based since it's only 8 gigabytes. So that's just something to consider if you travel a lot. You might want to have a Wi-Fi connection with you, at least so you could sync and unsync certain content so you don't get sick of it. And yeah, should you pick one up? I think definitely if you're looking for a content tablet. If you're looking more of a computing tablet, probably not. It probably won't do what you are looking for. But if you need a tablet to read books, watch movies, listen to music, and stuff like that, I think this is great. I can't really compare it to the the Nook tablet just yet because I don't own one. But I did get a chance to play with that in the store, and to be honest, there are some things I like better about that and some things I like better about this, but we won't get into that. But really, if you're looking for a content tablet, either choice would be a good choice in my opinion. And yeah, definitely go ahead and check this out in the stores. It retails for $1.99. And that's about it. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to see something more in depth, let me know. And I'll try my best to shoot up a video on that. Once again, I'm Nico's Tech Throw, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.